Nicole is going to want me to have recorded this. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's kind of up to you guys what you want to do with Marshu. I don't really have necessarily an outright like plan kind of here. She's more than amiable to kind of do whatever the hell Zara says.
That's true. At the end of the day, she follows Zara.
All right, well, I mean, I have no problem with that then. As long as it's under control.
I mean, so far.
Zara, congratulations. You have a prisoner with a job.
No, she has a loyal follower with a job and an occupation. Speaking of occupation, Marsha, what are you? What do you do?
Marshu finds temples.
Dragon temples?
Marsha stares at you. Zara, Marsha presents you with a strange carved wooden implement. Roll an insight.
Blind?
Yeah. This thing is apparently attempting to be a carving of you. It's not very good.
I take it from Marshu and say thank you.
Marshu snaps her hand back.
Can I tell how good of craftsmanship it is?
Show, not take. Roll me an insight.
How fast did this Marshu whip it up?
This is something she would have done over the evening. Wait, why did it say it came from Zara?
You said I should roll an insight?
Sorry, Sad Robot asked that, not you. And Sad Robot, you rolled publicly. Fix that.
What did Sad Robot ask?
He wanted to know what the craftsmanship of it was.
Oh.
You're pretty sure you could do better accidentally dropping a knife on a stick a couple of times.
I turn to Marsha and say, very good.
Marsha seems very pleased with herself.
You beat me to it. Good job.
Marsha seems exceedingly pleased with herself. So either way, what do you guys want to do? We want to send her off on her own? We're going to tag her along?
Marsha, is there any other ways into the mine?
Temple. Is there any other ways into the temple?
Thank you, Zugthar.
Zugthar realizes what the mistake you made.
Marshu points to the doorway, which is very obviously collapsed, and says, door to temple.
Well done. Shall we head back to town? Let's just take Marsha with us.
Yeah, are the miners going to come back to town with us, or are their homes elsewhere?
They're pretty beat up from what I remember, so they're probably going to travel with us.
Actually, the really beat up one was the first one out the door.
Oh. In that case, then.
Save
Still would be good to bring them with us.
They're actually fine staying here. They're supposed to watch over the small encampment that sits outside the mine, and it's not the first time orcs have come by and tried to rub off the place, and those ones seem kind of contained for the time being. So they're actually more than happy just to stick around.
Are you sure you are okay with that? More orcs might show up, and we might need witnesses.
Isn't that what you're here to do?
We witnessed it pretty well.
But you were there in the mine before we got there.
Actually, that raises a good point. What was happening before we entered the mine?
The two miners stare at the kobold. Negotiations.
I'm assuming they failed miserably.
Do you want to ask them that?
Yes, I'd love to.
They take you quietly aside, point to Marshu, and say, don't trust that one farther than you can throw it.
Ah. Keep it close, but not too close. Fine. Okay, I'm good to head back to town whenever the rest of the party's ready.
Anyone else have anything they want to do?
Okay, I want to approach the miners, be like, so, who was the one that was actually telling us to rescue the miners or check them out?
That
Way outside. That's dead now.
no, that would have been one of the. Okay, yes, that would be one of the other corpses, which is sitting outside the mine that the orcs had finished creating before you got outside.
All right, then I'll approach the miners, be like, so, gentlemen, honestly, it's customary in my lands for some semblance of thanks for saving somebody's life. We took care of the kobolds, and kobolds took care of the orc problem. What say you?
The two miners stare at each other a second, look back at you, and say, "Does it look like we have money?"
I mean, you
wish
guys
I-
were in a silver mine.
I wish to start leading the party back to the town, dragging Asher by the collar.
One
You
of
can
them
get paid later.
One of them fishes out some like dust in his pocket and hands it to you and says, "There, go try to smelt it."
He gave you pocket sand. What a gentleman.
Hmm.
Don't diss it.
Now is not the time. Thank you. I was honestly going to distort value on it and then have them be upset that they gave me something of value. But
Or dust, rather.
yeah, I'd make them think it was like gold dust they just gave me or something.
What a twist.
But no, I'm not going to spend the spell slot on it.
No. It absolutely couldn't possibly require that later on.
So you guys are heading back to town.
Begrudgingly, yes.
Awesome. Who wants to decide the party's fate and roll for me a public D12?
Ooh. Based on what are we basing that on? Just a no modifiers, just a D12?
Just a flat D12.
Cool. Just a second. There we
No,
go.
public.
That is public.
No,
I can't see it.
Oh, sorry.
It's private. I don't even know what you roll.
Fantastic. Let me re-roll. Right in the middle. A little on the
D12.
upper side.
Mario 6.
That's a D10, not a D12. Try again at this.
I can count to
There
12.
you go.
That's an Uno card.
You guys have no problem making it back to Zagras. Sorry, Zragdas.
Oh, we didn't even come across
I didn't
the
roll well
traps.
enough.
What traps? You don't know about traps.
Sure.
Zuxar's leading the way. If there were traps, he'd have fallen in them. Not first time Zuxar's fallen into a trap beside the road.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Well, there was this one time that I fell into a pothole. But it wasn't a pothole. It was actually a molehill.
Isn't any hole you fall in technically become a grave?
To the thing that lived in it, yes. I filled it full of water.
But where'd you get the water?
From the ditch, of course.
I'm assuming all of this is actual roleplay conversation.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys get back to town. What do you want to do?
I want to get paid.
So we want to head to the inn and see if Rolf and friends are there.
Sure.
Okay. You let me do those there. Cool. Said to be about I don't know, about there in the morning. Cool. Yeah, the people in town don't really so much react to Marshu's existence.
To be fair, there are goblins running around the town, so
Yeah, there's goblins around, there's kobolds around. She's not that weird. Marshu seems very fascinated with this place.
Because it's the dragon's tail. Oh.
remember, we just brought what is essentially, out of character, a wild animal into the town.
And the tavern's called the Dragon's Tail, right?
Yes, it is.
Dragon's Fall.
Dragon's Fall Saloon.
Mm.
I didn't forget to open the door this time.
Walking towards the
Come, little one. Let's go in and find a place to sleep.
Wait, are you talking like Jamaican robot?
Yes, today he's Jamaican.
You're gonna make Jamon crazy.
See, every time he goes unconscious, he wakes up with a new accent.
Beat him so bad he changed his dialect.
Marsha becomes rather fascinated with the inscription on the floor. Spends most of her time just kind of studying and marveling at it. Rolf sits down in the corner, waves you over, and says, "Welcome back. How did the mine go?"
What mine?
We made a friend.
We have acquired a friend.
Honestly, with this party, I could see how that could be confusing sometimes.
Can we like out of character? How truthful do we want to be with this story? Do we want to spin something fantastic about it or no?
I mean, all I was going to say is
This would be
The mine
something
is
we
closed.
probably would chat about on the way back.
Do we want to sell Marshu into indentured servitude and make a bunch of money off of her?
Now,
I mean, we could do the same. We could do the same with one of our party members as well. I'm not talking about the robot.
Listen, we're playing an evil campaign.
Yeah,
I'm
and I can
surprised
be
we
as
were with
evil
the
as I
miners.
want.
We did nothing with the miners.
the miners stayed, right?
The
Yep,
miners-
Correct.
I mean, they had friends to bury. A mine to get back to work on. Try to figure out how to kill some orcs once they, try to dig themselves out.
Yeah, we should probably let them know as far as or Rolf and what's his face to.
Let's get our feet in the door before we, start trying to live out our slightly less than good fantasies. We're level 2.
Yeah.
So we may hedge hand.
So we want to just kind of give him a rundown of what happened while we were in there. And Sean, can we just kind of roll a history to give him each our own recount?
I mean, you guys can just kind of describe how you're going to tell them this. Like,
I mean, at this point, I don't think want to involve Marshu or tell him about that Marshu was the leader unless we're fine with him going ballistic on Marshu.
It'd
Oh
be
no,
quick.
because we could actually point out that Marshu actually killed the orcs at the mine.
Thus saving 2 of the 3 miners.
Yeah.
And
that
most of the party, for that matter.
and that the kobolds themselves were not really too much of a threat other than one section of the mine. and that it was actually orcs that were the main issue.
As Marshy stated, they were boss.
Yeah, we'll leave that part.
Okay.
Boss now.
Hmm.
So who wants to tell them?
Who's got who's got the ability to actually talk?
Yeah, who's the mouth of this party?
Figure we all take turns because
Do you
I
want
would.
me to roll a -2 on that?
Let's see who's got the best charisma here.
15?
That's gonna be Sean by a pretty healthy margin.
All right, Shugald, you're up.
Yeah, don't forget to leave out the part where damn near everybody died.
Yeah, definitely. Don't tell him that part.
Am I recounting like our victory or what?
This is kind of up to you guys. Like, this is your story to tell on what you choose to and not to share with this NPC. So for me, I'm kind of like, you tell me.
I would make it glorious. We could have the kobold back us up as far as the orcs, as well as their threatening power. And we
As
defeated
from what
them.
I've seen of Marshes so far, that is a terrible thing to rely on.
That's true. Because I was going to say, can make some extra money for the danger pay.
Well, we could make extra money if we played like the damsel in distress fucking story, which isn't necessarily wrong. And attempting to get more money out of him, essentially because that was some serious hazard pay that he neglected to let us know about.
Yeah, I think Marsha deserves a beer after that.
Oh my god.
By the way, I'm going to teach Marsha what kind
To
of
the bar.
Cheap beer.
beer lady. No, Marshu, this is
No,
beer orc.
but-
Orc, this is
Her name is Benevolence.
Oh, right, benevolent.
Beer orc. This
Well,
is
she might have been
Dragon Mouse.
terrified of the other orcs seeing the new one. You know it's friendly because it gives beer.
Don't teach her that.
So Mark's gonna get kidnapped.
It's terrible parenting advice.
Have beer, big friend.
We want my acolyte to be fine, thank you.
He's
Okay.
fine.
Anyway, how do we just want someone to talk to the NPC and tell him what's going on?
How much money do we want, and how much do we want to try and make it so he's actually going to pay us?
We need money for making sure that the king's gold did not fall into enemy hands, i.e. the
So-
orcs.
You mean the king's silver? This is a
Right.
silver mine, not a gold mine. And Rolf will probably correct your ass pretty quick on that.
Silver mine, yes. And I thought it just said money. Where?
It's a money mine. You could just mine money out of the ground.
I mean, that's
You don't know about the
Am I
legendary
wrong?
money trees?
It's a money hole, not a money tree.
It could be a whole tree underground.
I hear they have those in the Underdark.
Anyhow, so yeah. Do you want to give him, like, Shugal, do we want to give him, like, a more heroic version of it? Like how we, bravely fought off the orcs as we left the mine, keeping, we lost one of the miners due to a preemptive flanking?
No, I'll tell him the truth.
Then go ahead. We can roll it up, man.
Rolf, you sent us into a death scenario. We barely got out with our lives. Do you have any idea what we just came out of?
Yeah,
We
silver mine.
dodged traps. We befriended kobolds. We saved miners' lives. We even historically or heroically sent a miner out to save his life. And to his unfortune,
Misfortune.
an orc came and beheaded him. We tried to save the man, but it was already too late.
Roll me a deception with advantage. You're definitely embellishing the truth a little bit here, but not much. This is a small fit. You can roll it publicly. I want to see if you get higher than a 5.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
He believed the whole thing, didn't he? Wants to hear more.
Embellish a
Rolf
lot.
gets up from his chair, stands in front of you, places his hands on your shoulders, and says, "My God, man, how did you survive?"
Me!
I'm sorry, meat?
Me!
Rolf seems
I
to.
picked him up! I saved him!
Did you save the whole party?
No, Rolf was asking, how did you survive? And I'm pointing at him, like, I picked him up.
She doesn't lie. I was bleeding out on the ground. These orcs, they were strong.
Rolf seems completely awash with himself. That he had no idea that there were orcs in the area. He knew that the mine had been taken over by the mine had been taken over by a lot of cobalt. Where did that one come from?
She
Oh,
saved
she's
us.
a friend.
Sorry, I had two people talk at once.
Go ahead.
She saved us.
I wouldn't say she saved us. She basically trapped the orcs from inside the mine so that they wouldn't finish us off.
So she did save us.
She trapped the orcs in the mine. How did you trap the orcs in the mine?
Somehow she managed to collapse the entrances. I wish to also explain that some of the supports in there were looking a little shabby.
No, the orcs collapsed mine.
Rolf seems very upset at this. The silver mines collapse. We just opened the road back. Shugald, give me a insight. Blind.
Oh, goddamn.
Try again.
I'm not the only one who has to keep re-rolling tonight.
Yeah. You know the term of crocodile tears? He seems
Oh, here we go.
very upset by the fact that the mine was collapsed. No, the king will be furious when we tell him of this. Still, we have most of the shipment here. We have the winter's worth of ore collected. We should make haste.
Yeah, now that we know that there are orcs in the area.
How
Hey.
far can whispers be heard generally?
Depends on how good you're at it. Why?
I want to pull Asher to the side.
Like this is the thing. Like, you guys are all sitting around planning. Like, I'm not thinking he's like literally only focused on you. If you're like, I would like to step aside a couple of feet. You guys are in a tavern. There are people around. They're eating. Marshu keeps making comments about the dragon on the floor and why she doesn't like the sword sticking through its neck.
We step back 5 feet to talk.
Yeah.
I tell Marsha that the dragon's just doing pull-ups on the sword.
Marsha goes over to the bartender to talk about how she doesn't like her artwork on the floor.
That's-
Asher,
boy.
if we ever want to make money, we need to have our menagerie not telling these stories. I step back forward.
Just gonna keep my mouth shut for the time being and let you go to take care of this one. As I'm counting the dust that the miner gave me.
God.
You estimate it to
we
be about a half a copper worth of refinable ore.
1 hay penny.
Or that could be used in spells.
So either way, Rolf wants to get going. This is at this point this town isn't really much useful to us. We should get in the road with what we do have.
Sugthar agrees.
Should we not get compensation for our deeds, so we can get provisions in case we need them before we leave?
Rolf says, I don't have any extra currency to compensate you today, but I can promise you the king would reimburse you, and I could simply pay you earlier with the coin I have now. Would that be fair to everyone?
How much coin do you have right now?
Wait.
Rolf looks at you suspiciously and pulls out that bag that you met on with. Looks in and says, well, the amount of money we had to pay everyone off was approximately 60 platinum total. I could give you each 2 or 3 today, and the coin can be added on by the kingdom when we arrive at the capital.
Who are all the other people in the bar? Like, we keep having people in the bar. Can I do a sweep of who's in the bar with us?
Yes. Roll me a perception. So you remember how you had a criminal contact?
Yep.
Yeah, you haven't seen him here before, but he's standing up there in the bar today. Mostly just commoners. These people don't look special or otherwise interesting. It's the people that are coming and going. To be honest, the icons you see here are not meant to represent static position, so much as like there are people who are here. The bar is not empty. Except for this one, who is definitely the guy you talk to. He's not looking at you. He doesn't really seem to be paying much attention to you, but kind of odd that he's here.
I think I'll shift off towards that table.
Who are the other people getting paid?
Rolf says
they'd be around here.
I mean, Rolf says this is where people were told to meet, so anyone else who arrives to seek employment, I haven't had anyone come in.
So that 60 platinum you've had for all the adventures you were expecting to show up. And it was, I have to actually recall, because this character was the, what did the flyer say? How many platinum per week?
1 a week.
1 a week?
1 a week, yep. Which
And
is
how many weeks exactly were you expecting to this escapade to take?
a couple.
About 2 weeks.
No. This would be probably a month or 2 long trip.
Okay, month-long trip. Platinum per week. So that'd be with the 5 of us here, that's 20 platinum. Where's the other 40 going?
Also, no. The payment from this coin purse is for your reimbursement for the travels, and we didn't know how long it's going to take. I mean, we had to go procure a long ship to get down the river. We didn't know what trouble was going to hear. I mean, obviously, we already had to travel the mines. It's already cost us a day. These things can take a while. This coin purse was designed to help tide over and keep us all engaged until such time as the kingdom is able to reimburse any remaining owed when we arrive.
Can I insight on that?
Yes.
Blind roll.
Yep.
Where are you insight?
It is not. The guy is not completely bullshitting you. Most of what he's saying is true. Something in there's a lie. He's really good at hiding.
Do the rest of us notice?
Roll me an insight. Seems like an honorable gentleman who would never tell you a lie. You could trust him with your life in a heartbeat.
Well, I trust him, so I'm going to go investigate what Marshu's up to.
You believe yourself to perhaps be lying about the fact that you think he was lying, which itself is another lie wrapped in an enigma.
Just for giggles, I'll roll an insight to check for that as well, seeing as how our kingdom was taken by the humans.
Thank you for the natural one. That was fun.
God damn it.
I was hoping she would just like throw herself into his lap and.
For one thing, that's potentially sexist, so I'm not stepping on that goddamn landmine. For a second thing, I'm never going to tell a character to do that. For a third thing, she does that, I'm going to be flustered and not know what the fuck to do. And so sorry, this man is fucking bullshitting you. You're pretty sure he's lying something about your arrival at the kingdom. Something about there just isn't lining up. He seems to kind of stutter on his words. He seems to not quite smoothly move through that every time he talks about it. Shugald, you walk up to your criminal contact, who makes quick eye contact with you and says, "Hello, fellow citizen. What can I help you with?"
I think we need somewhere to have a private drink.
He nods to his companion, who gets up and steps out of the place and says, "Yes, just follow me." Quite quickly, we'll head back over here. He waves at benevolence and points knowingly at the door over here, and she nods and allows him to step into the room. He closes the door and says, "What can I help you with?"
Dane, I think they're setting us up.
They?
I don't think this whole setup for the actual silver is legitimate. I think we're out to be killed. I don't think we can make sure that the silver even exists or is not going where it's supposed to because we are actually being hunted.
Do you know who's hunting you?
It would seem we are being set up by the people trying to protect this silver, and they're trying to get us to go into places with orcs.
The contact hasn't heard of any orc activity at all. I mean, there's a usual rigmarole of a couple of orcs showing up in town for some blood sport and trying to challenge people to duels and have you, but they're usually pretty calm, and you poke one of them a couple of times, let them bleed in the ground, and they're happy and they go home. Working to subvert the kingdom just hasn't. What? She's very perplexed by that.
As we keep helping the humans, we are going against the orcs. I think we need to have an alliance with the orcs instead of helping the humans right now.
He scratches his chin, says, we're always open to more opportunities. Do you have a contact with the orcs or someone that we could discuss this with?
No, but I want you to keep your eyes out. I almost died by an orc trying to cross them.
He nods knowingly. The orcs they do like to kill people. He says, "Yeah, I'll ask around, see if anyone's heard anything or knows anything."
The faster we can get rid of the silver, the better.
Well, he says, "Well, when are you going to get hands on the ship?" And I mean, this guy thinks you're working with him, right? So when you guys get to it, every time we get near it, you're the closest we've got. Everyone else has gotten any of this has just disappeared.
I'm telling you, he sent us out on a small side trip job, and I almost lost my life. I think this is a common occurrence.
he does not disagree with that. I mean, you don't generally hire people at platinum a week without death and often dismemberment being on the bill.
I ask him to look more into Gavin. Rolf seems to be stuck at the inn trying to still recruit people, but I think Gavin, his other compatriot, is up to something.
He'll see if we can look into it for you.
I bow and exit afterwards.
Fair enough. Hi, what are you guys doing?
Do you share that information or nah?
I mean, I think when we have a much more like secret area not next to other people, I would.
Well, at this point, I'm trying to stop Marshu from lecturing benevolence.
She's asking.
Oh, asking. Okay, I thought you said she was upset about the artwork.
I mean, she is, but like, Marcia doesn't know how to lecture. She's more just like upset that it exists and is yammering on to benevolence about the fact that there's a dragon with a knife through its neck in the middle of her floor.
And how does benevolence handle that?
Benevolence is kind of not quite sure what to do with her and sidesteps over and asks if you two would like a drink, perhaps?
Sure. Marshu, it's just a symbol. The dragon is definitely not dead with a knife through its neck or anything.
Shugald and Asher, what are you guys doing with Rolf?
Try and get as much money out of him immediately as I can.
He's willing to give you each 3 platinum.
Just those two or everybody?
Everyone in the party.
I think both Asher and myself push him further as we had almost died.
And we did rescue citizens of the king as well. At the expense of, almost dying ourselves.
Roll me a persuasion. Well, let's see how well you do against this. It is perception.
Was Shugald helping him? Is that should
Um,
he get advantage on that or no?
I will just take the higher of what they both rolled.
Fair enough.
So 17. He's willing to give you each 5 platinum. If this is the end of it.
I'll accept that.
It's a small price to pay to save citizens of the kingdom.
Okay. Go to your inventory. Go to PP and type +5 into it.
Nice.
And everyone in the party does that.
Including Marshu?
Including Marcia. She tries to gnaw on the coin.
No, Martian. Pay
I
Beyonce. Get drinks.
Drinks are on Marshu.
No, you fool! She doesn't even know money!
Exactly.
I mimic like putting my coins in my bag to try and get Marshu to do the same thing.
Does Marcia even have a bag?
Well,
Where's
she's
the
keeping
wooden
those,
doll go?
sculptures of Zara somewhere.
Yeah. She's
I
keeping
just
that
so
as,
happen to have an extra bag here. I'd be happy to part with it for one of the coins that she just got.
Oh my god.
You're not close enough to make that offer.
Sell someone a bag for a platinum.
She has no concept of money, Joe.
Exactly, she doesn't. I was gonna help her safe keep it.
Did she have a bag in her on her inventory?
No, the small wooden sculpture, as well as like her dagger and such, are just like stuffed into her belt.
He needs a bag. She needs provisions.
Sorry, why don't you take her out on the market and get her set up then? That is your follower. I'm enjoying this.
All right, and ask Marsha to come with me.
Yep.
Take
you
your
guys have-
coins with you.
Marshu makes a comment about the benevolence being stupid, and follows you out.
I
No.
tell benevolence, ignore her.
Benevolence
No,
rolls her eye.
Marshu, Beyonce's an orc.
What is Beyonce?
Grenade.
Anyway, I guess we go to the shops while everybody is there.
Yes, here. I'm going to try to do something really quick. We're going to try to set this up.
Or is everybody's gonna follow us out saying we're gonna go?
Oh no. You guys go ahead. I think I'm going to just chill here in the inn for a while.
Okay,
And
sorry.
we'll.
Can you
Yes.
move? Can you move Marshu's token?
I can't.
Excellent. She's yours to deal with.
DM just
Whee!
pawned off the token. Well, Rolf, I feel, I guess, now that we've discussed payment between those two gentlemen, you should start planning with your compatriot for when we're moving to Silver.
Sorry, what are you telling Walt to do?
Now the payment for what we have done and what we are probably going to do has been, compensated for the moment. You probably, get the shipment ready so that we can be on our way as soon as possible, as he has already stated he wants to do anyway.
Yeah. He asks if you're all willing to meet at the warehouse at sundown tonight.
Perhaps I should have waited.
That's all right. We'll pass it along as we run into you.
Yeah, the market's not exactly a huge sprawling place. They know where you're going, so. Either way, market, sundown. Oh, sorry, warehouse, sundown. He marks it on the map for you.
Sure.
No, I'm asking them, not you.
Yes. Thank you all.
I'm answering for them, right?
Cool. Marked it on the Zagreus town map for you guys with an X. All right. You guys want to go shopping, huh?
Sure.
So Zagreus is not exactly a bustling commercial location. You're gonna find things that miners would need in abundance. Fine leathers, leather armors, and such like that are going to be common. Any kind of tool you can imagine being used in a mine, candles, picks, carts, horses, all those would be available in ready supply. Any kind of weapons or other armor, we're going to have to roll for as we go.
Do you have basic stuff like, I don't know, like rations or whatever we need or to...
Yes, those would be easy to acquire. You can just buy those at price.
Okay. Do I just do that in Marshu's inventory tab or do you?
You can take care of that.
Okay. This basically, I'm trying to get her, like, you need these things if you're going to join us. Also, does she want to join us?
I mean, she's following your temple, right?
Give me one quick second. Someone's asked a side question. I need to answer it.
Please pause while your party is reached.
One moment, please. Do.
How do you go shopping with the character sheet?
So, go to your character sheet, click on the little dots up top, and go to the equipment shop. This technically has like almost everything in the game in it, which is why once again, I'm gonna trust you guys to be common sense in how you go through and spend things.
All I see is the importer.
Oh, the equipment shop is not. Hold on. John has fucked this up.
Cannot believe his genius.
I can import plutonium. Does that work?
Yeah, but that doesn't work for what we're trying to do. Hold on a second. Okay, you might have to refresh your page, but it should be exposed now.
Yes. So I'm going to assume, like, because Marshu has no concept of currency, I'll be taking her coins and spending them, showing her what to do, giving her a bunch of stuff.
As you guys approach the market, a salesperson waves you over towards her their what do you call it? What's the term for like the place where you
Stall?
sell shit? Yeah, stall. Thank you. Stall. Yeah, thank you. Like having a fucking blank there. Like, what the fuck am I thinking about? Yeah, like waves you over to his stall. It's rather rare to see your kind in town. Might I interest you in this fine statue? And he pulls out a very, very finely crafted dragon statue.
Can I inspect that with my...
This would be insight probably, and roll it blind.
Okay, because I also have jeweler's tools. I don't know if that helps.
Roll with advantage.
Insight?
Yes, insight with advantage.
Blind?
This statue is certainly a fine specimen of the type. It appears to be some sort of a very well hardened metal, finely polished. Looks like it's got some age on it. The stall tender says that he'd be willing to part with it for a measly 3 platinum.
3? I would say 1.
You estimate this statue to be worth a lot more than 3.
Ah. 2.5 platinum.
Ooh, is there a bartering roll on this stuff?
Roll a persuasion.
That would work.
So wait, if she rolls really well in persuasion, does she able to barter even lower?
Oh. Let's see what she gets. I play this shit by ear.
I'm assuming blind. I'm taking
Yeah, blind.
Okay.
Blind. Yeah, sorry. The shopkeep seems very disinterested and is selling it to you and turns to Marshu and says, "But this is the finely carved figurine of an ancient dragon. I could not think to give it to anyone more deserved in their company. they'll throw in a complimentary bag, observing that Marshu just doesn't have a bag right now, and it would be a shame to lose such a fine ornament.
I'm assuming the same price.
3 platinum. They hold firm.
Well, Marshu, do you want it?
Marshu throws 4 platinum at the person.
I take one back and say, there's your 3. And I give one back to Marshu.
Marsha grabs the statue and scampers off, leaving the bag on the table.
And I grab the bag for her and chase after her.
Marsha seems extremely pleased with herself.
Marshu, take your bag. Put the statue in the bag so you don't lose it. All right, take the bag. Okay, I tie the bag onto her belt. I just trail after her, waiting for her to start paying attention to me again.
You can go through, if you hit F5 on your page, thank you for the delay there, that should have been enough time. You should be able to go to that dots thing and go to the equipment shop now.
Oh yeah, I could see it.
Okay, cool. Yes, so you can go through, once again, I'm going to trust people to use common sense on what they can and cannot buy. Weapons and armor, anything that you would use in a mine, readily available.
What about selling something? I have a leather armor I can't use if I cast mage armor, so...
You can sell it half a value.
Okay, how do I do that? Just remove it from my inventory and then add 5 gold? Because it says it's 10 gold?
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, that works.
Yeah, leather armor people would be more than happy to pick up in town. You'd find other people, or farmers, hunters, stuff like that. Anyone else want to do any buying or purchasing before we head out? I can give you guys 5-10 minutes to look over things.
Hey John, how much is a platinum worth? It's just 10 GP?
Yep, 10 GP.
Okay, never mind.
Gotcha.
Can't afford that right this second.
And I'm sorry, I was spacing out. Where do we go to buy stuff?
Go to your character sheet and click the little dots next to the X. You should see an equipment shop thing there now. You might have to hit F5 for it to load up.
Yeah, I heard the F5 part. That's why I was just like, oh, cool, there's an airship.
Okay, stupid question now that I'm actually looking at stuff. Is staff both hands or one hand?
Let's take a look.
Okay, how do I get rid of leather armor in my inventory? Because right now it's...
Unlock and delete it. Hit the unlock icon. It's got to be red.
Oh, okay.
Versatile. Staff. This weapon can be used with 1 or 2 hands, but if I go to staff and I hit the plus thing, it opens up some more description as to what it does. Staffs are another thing you would absolutely find commonly. That's not going to be a problem at any marketplace is going to have a staff.
So I have it. I was just worried, like, some of my spells are definitely, I need a free hand. So then I was like, wait, fuck.
Just because a weapon is two-handed does not strictly mean that you couldn't, like, hold it in one hand and cast with the other. It's just that, like, if you're like, I'm going to attack and cast, that's when I'm going to be like, no, you can't do that in one turn.
Also, some things that are versatile, which means that you could have them as one-handed or two-handed. That's a attribute on the weapon itself. Oh, let's see. How much is a horse?
I don't know if that's in the equipment shop. They're expensive.
I was gonna say the cart costs less than the horse.
A draft horse would cost you 50 gold. A riding horse would cost you 75. If you wanted a war horse, 400.
Is
Horse
100
mule.
gold 1 platinum?
Sorry, ask that again.
Is 100 gold 1 platinum?
No, platinum is worth 10 gold. It's 10 to 1.
10 gold, okay.
The item shop should do it automatically for you, I believe. You could buy a mule for 8 gold. They can carry up to 420 pounds.
How much does a wagon weigh? Well, it weighs 400 pounds, but
Sorry, a mule can deadlift carry 420. You could literally take 420 pounds, put it on their back, and they could march at normal speed. They can drag, I think, what, double that?
Yes, I believe that is how that is work.
well,
yeah,
should
so-
we get a wagon, guys,
Hell yeah.
and a mule?
You're gonna have to take care of it, feed it, comb it, tell it it's pretty. Yeah,
Stick them in a stew.
cook it, bop it, pull it.
Question: what can Marshu wear in terms of armor?
Anything built for a small creature?
So, I mean, like leather, chainmail.
She could wear both if you could find it.
Okay.
Going to
Leather,
buy a,
leather you can definitely find. Chainmail, I'm gonna make you roll for.
going to buy a merchant's scale, and then I'm going to buy a wagon. Say, Shugal, do you mind going halvesies on the draft horse?
How much is it?
Looking for it.
One thing we can do, which
50
sometimes
GP.
some things, some campaigns find convenient, is like as we acquire gold, I can just keep track of like the party's gold on the side, and then like these kind of purchases can always just come straight out of like if you're buying something that was just of general use to the party, potions, transportation, inn stays, like just that generic crap can always just get pulled out of there.
I mean, that's a great idea.
Yes.
Would be nice.
Merchant scale, draft horse, wagon.
Can I find
Sick.
chalk?
Chalk is.
I mean, I
definitely
have chalk if you need it.
I mean, I'm assuming we can get almost everything except for like weird shit.
Yeah, magic stuff. You're not gonna find anything like that in town. Chainmail, roll for it.
Oh, I just gave her leather armor.
Fair enough.
I was just asking, like, what can she wear? For like class, since I can only wear either chainmail or leather.
Fair enough. Yeah, she
I
has
mean,
no problem wearing leather.
For 7 more gold, you guys could upgrade to an ox, which has almost double that carrying capacity deadlift and cart pulling.
How much is an ox?
It's like 15 instead of 8.
I know we're getting a draft horse.
You're drafting horses?
Well, it can pull us and move
Vroom,
slightly
vroom.
faster.
50 gold.
Okay.
Big spender.
Yeah. That's why I was like, let's go halvesies on it between Shugald and I.
Yay.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed Sad Robot is next to us. Was Sad Robot following us the whole time?
I mean, I'm pretty sad, so
He doesn't really have friends.
I just kind of followed afterwards. I didn't really interact. I'm actually just shopping now anyway, so.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, did you want to roleplay too? Like with me trying to follow Marshu and trying to buy her things while she's showing everybody the dragon statue?
Well, I'm picking some stuff up, and I'm actually going to give her some stuff once I've finished going through the list here. So she will be getting a few extra things from me, but I might as well just be, at this point, I'm just kind of off shopping, but different area.
Ah.
I assume we'll cross paths and she'll show me the statue and I'll be happy.
So here's the thing: if all of us if we do want a horse and wagon, which will make us move a little bit faster, as well as pretty much have infinite place for loot, be 1.7 platinum each. You guys want to do that?
Yeah, I'll throw in for that.
Sure.
Sure, I can do that.
Also, I had been assuming that the silver was going to be on its own carts.
Oh yeah, no, this is for us. I don't want to fucking walk.
And we're
Okay.
not going anywhere cold, correct?
The places you're traveling through are jungle and jungle rivers, moving to some temperate land. Nothing cold is on the itinerary.
Okay.
DM takes notes to fuck up a party with a cold.
Hey, I noticed on the world map there's Mount Slap My Face.
It was named by someone in the party, and I refused to remove
All right, so I'm going to buy the horse and wagon. Everyone subtract 1.7 platinum. So wait, how much is that? 17
Yeah, what's the
gold.
0.7 in gold?
Sorry, 17 GP. So 1 platinum, 7 gold. And I'm going to add money back to me. Right? Yes. Does that work for you, John?
that works for me. However you guys want to sort the money out, that's up to you guys.
So look at this. If I do plus 68,
It's all right.
it went away.
Yes.
Marcia was extremely impressed that she went to the marketplace with 5 coins and came back with 6 coins because she knows that 6 is more than 5. She thinks you are an excellent trader.
I that's fantastic. Don't go shopping without me.
She would never dare.
Alright, I'm gonna close Marshu's character sheet now.
Good work.
Since I bought her all this stuff.
Is a bedroll the general thing we need to not be fucked up when we take a sleep or whatnot?
Basically, yeah. Like if you don't have a nice comfy bed back home, I'm not actually sure what the rules are for it in the grand scheme of things. Let me take a look.
I mean, I bought a bedroll, so I'm good, right?
Certainly.
For sure.
Yeah, like if you guys are not able to find a comfortable place to sleep, like what's the proper, like exhaustion feels like way too much there. I know what the penalty would be for not using a bedroll.
Probably a survival check to see if you are actually exhausted or not.
That's actually fair. That let's just roll with that. Yeah, that's actually really good. Like if you can pass a DC 10 survival check, you don't wake up exhausted the next morning.
What of those of us that don't sleep laying down?
I mean, he can turn into a pile of bones.
It's your choice if you want to take the bedroll or not. I consider it more to be a role
I
playing
keep it-
versus militude thing than something we're going to be aggressive on.
It's fine.
Do we need to buy our own rations? No, those are being provided by the.
Yep.
Cool.
I mean, I already did anyway. Before we even did this.
Ooh, you
Sorry,
can buy an
no fool.
abacus.
I got a merchant scale, so I could, weigh things.
But you might
Like-
need an abacus to count things.
Have to buy an abacus.
How would you count more than 5? I mean, you only have 5 fingers.
10 if
I
you count both
opposed.
hands. 9 if you're missing a digit.
Got to adjust all my goddamn spreadsheets when I get back home. Numbers don't go that high anymore. Oh god, can you imagine if a king took that literally?
Just changed all the resource. Oh god, yeah, just changed the currency system so it only goes to 9. Oof.
See, I'm going by a chest to throw in the wagon and a lock to
Already
go
bought
on the
it.
chest.
And a lock for the chest.
Oh, you already got? Okay, awesome.
So I'm going to go to the home screen, and I'm going to move everyone down to the other thing. When we are done with all of our marketplacing around, move your place back to ready.
I am actually already, I believe.
So, for Marshu, let me get some items. Or is there a good way for me to give items to another character?
You can drag them between characters. I'll take care of it too. I think you have to have edit permissions on both.
Did you want me to do it?
You can't drag things off of his inventory.
Oh,
Yeah. What are you trying to give her?
I have a grappling hook and rope that I wanted to give her.
Okay, 1 second.
how much weight can she carry?
Oh, I'm gonna give her woodcarver's tools too. I bought those for her.
she's
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, Jesus. Everything weighs so much. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know how to change mine because I'm apparently carrying the wagon myself.
Hell yeah.
And the horse.
which is quite impressive.
Yeah, that's actually a good question, because, like, I'm going to have to dump shit off in this wagon and hope it doesn't get fucking taken.
So
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna
have
set the wagon to 0 for now. I didn't expect you guys to buy a wagon. I didn't think you guys had the money or wherewithal to decide to purchase one. I will figure it out next time, and don't worry about weight for the time being.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
We will figure that shit out later.
We have a chest that's super heavy and has a lock on it, so
I do
Let's
not
take
see a
it in the middle.
grappling hook in here. Oh, there it is. Do you want to give her
Down
one?
the bottom. Yeah, one of those and one of the hempen rope.
Flail and shield, John. Either of those you want me to roll for, or both?
Roll a d20 on flail and shield. 5 or higher, the shield is there. 10 or higher, the flail is there. You can make one roll for both, or roll them independently. Your call. So, yep, the shield is there. Roll again. The flail is viable as well. Okay, so I spent one grappling hook over. What else did you want to give her? Is that a robot?
Hang on, he's getting a drink.
Ugh, drunken assholes.
What would I drink my ass to?
Exactly.
yes.
She's getting the hempen rope, grapple, hook, and a woodcarver's tools.
On one thing at a time. Hempen rope. The fuck is that? It's the wood carving tools. I'll move that over. Just one of the hempen ropes.
Got one hempen rope. Oh, I'll give her 2 bags of ball bearings too. She can wear those on her belt.
Okay, so she got the hempen rope, she got the ball bearings, she got the wood carver's tools, she got the grappling hook. Am I missing anything?
Give her 2 candles.
She already has candles.
She has 10 candles.
Okay. Does she need a torch? I have 3.
She doesn't know why you'd want it to be bright or out. She's already not
True.
really happy the sun is out right now.
Then I think that's everything. A water skin. She needs a water skin.
She already has one.
Okay, then she's all set then.
Oh shit, I need a water skin. Alright, I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm all set as well.
Who knew? Crowbars, hunting traps, chains, all sorts of shit. I have so much weight.
Throw it in the wagon.
Yep, I think the wagon's gonna get some good use out of it.
I just hope it doesn't get stolen. Fucking damn.
If it does get stolen, we have a good story arc.
In general, if I'm going to take something from you, it's going to come with a very good story behind it, and not just a simple like rebalancing of shit.
The horse runs off. Fuck you! No, it doesn't.
Not if I shoot it first.
So 7 o'clock rolls around. I'm assuming the party meets up at our designated spot. Shoot up.
Oh,
Yes. Sorry, not. Sorry, no, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna meet up with you at some point and tell you about the meeting point.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
we'll just assume that we already did that.
Yeah, I was like, you guys had a whole day to like arrange for this. I'm assuming someone went and fucking told the goddamn dragon. Nope, John just got.
Was Shugal gonna talk with us?
Well, for Shugal, your criminal contact comes back to you. He says that he can't find anything on Gavin or Rolf or the kingdom and those damn orcs. That's he just doesn't get it.
Doesn't it feel a little too clean?
He shrugs and says, "Dude, orcs attack." He does caution you, though, that there was a call put out this afternoon. Someone bought a lot of really cheap swords and bows. Sorry, swords and crossbows.
I thought you could only get those from. Never mind.
They're not magical. How many?
Almost a dozen. He has
Each
not.
or between. Sorry. I shouldn't even be interacting with this. Apologies.
He doesn't know who bought them. It's just that weapons aren't usually purchased around here, and certainly not in quantity.
Does he know that we're about to head out?
Have you told him this?
I asked him where our expedition is about to head out and see if that lines up or if he thinks it's for other reasons.
Oh, so you guys bought a bunch of crossbows.
I did not.
He squints at you. He nods knowingly and goes, "Yes, of course you didn't." Yes, that makes perfect sense.
And I thank him for his time.
He wishes you well and hopes that your paths align again someday.
So I also want to tell the party that I'm super suspicious about how this whole thing is being set up, and really that money's flowing too easily.
Does Asher think this is at all a problem?
Yeah, I was going to say, I
think Asher would stare for a moment and be like, I did almost die.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, if anything, it's not flowing easy enough.
More or less wanting to go for extra money, easier.
All the money, all the time.
Yeah, but don't you think it was a little suspicious?
I've learned that the less questions that I ask, the less I gotta worry about.
Yeah, but there is such a thing as going
Less
in
I gotta worry
blind.
about. I just walk away.
And who picked you off the ground to stop the bleeding? As I call off.
I don't know. I don't worry about it.
I was unconscious at the time.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Don't worry, Zara. You never have to worry about me bleeding out.
You have
Well,
bone marrow still?
Yeah, but it's
How-
probably hardened and black.
how would I patch you up?
Getting
I
Duct
just
tape.
look at Zugthar.
Well, first, you'd have to start singing. And it would usually go so the hip bone connected to the thigh bone, the thigh bone connected to the femur.
And I'm actually role playing, so it's like I just look at him.
Oh, John, can I click performance on this?
Do it. A commoner comes by, places a copper at your feet, and says, 2 more if you stop.
I stop.
He places 2 more and wanders off.
What a man. I'm adding 2 copies.
3.
So that didn't really answer my question.
But it was an answer.
Okay. I will just ponder on it. If you're a pile of bones, and I cannot. How do I even put it? Not resurrect you.
Mend him.
Mend you?
You put them into a dustpan.
Okay. Okay.
The neat part.
Anyway.
Don't.
Wait, Asher, you walked away.
I was walking away until the commoner with money came by.
Okay, back to the subject here. We should probably do a little homework before just walking in blindly.
You won't be blind.
Sad
you get
Robot,
eyeballs.
what does Sad Robot know about Gavin and Rolf and everybody in that kind of arrangement?
That is true. Let me roll an insight on that, huh?
The story thickens.
I don't imagine by that much.
He knows there's human.
He knows that they're not as sad as he is.
God.
Yeah, it's blind.
Private to him.
Yeah, but it says I roll. If John can't see it, yeah, re-roll it if John can't see it.
I can. They are fine, upstanding gentlemen who are loyal to the crown.
I sigh heavily.
Didn't people detect bullshitting about the loyalty to the kingdom here?
Technically, we
didn't.
haven't discussed that yet.
I
thought
thought
there was a little
Shugal
bit
said yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, so, like, I've been seeing suspicious shit, and Zugthlar is just sitting in the corner like, yes.
I had nothing to add.
No,
The less I say it, the less you have to worry about.
I like the skeleton.
Wait, I thought Zuxlar was the one that detected that Rolf was totally bullshitting.
I detected that there was a falsehood in what he said.
No. Shugal detected there was a falsehood. She's correct. you know that there's some lie about them getting you to the capital.
Now, I thought I detected that there was some falsehood.
No, Shugald was some falsehood. Zugthar was the one with the more insight.
Oh yeah, then I definitely would want to share that with them, but out of earshot of anyone that shouldn't know what we're talking about.
I'm assuming you guys can find an out-of-the-way place in this town. It's not like it's a bustling city.
Fair enough. So I'm suspicious of the two. No, regardless of Sad Robot's testimony of them being honorable, the humans tend to like taking control of things, so I'm not exactly the most trusting, even if he is currently king / my king. He's still a filthy pigskin.
I look up to him at that and be like, "Excuse me?"
I like how you're literally
up-
the only person in the party who would think you're skin.
Yeah.
And my point stands.
That's actually fair. I'm okay with that.
This man doesn't lie.
I guess we'll just escort the silver and see what's going on.
I'm super sus.
Yep, this very well might be a trap. So
I
let's
mean,
bring it.
Someone went through a lot of trouble to set this trap up. It'd be a shame not to.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
Sad Robot, how sad would you be if we just didn't escort the silver? Since your companions are the ones wanting to escort it?
Robot is conflicted. We should protect the payload. However,
Yes.
I've made new friend in Marshu.
We should absolutely protect the payload. And since Rolf and Devin are being suspicious, they might be taking the payload themselves. If anything, it'd probably be safer in our hands.
That's why I was asking if Sad Robot was okay with would be more sad if the company didn't escort the silver.
That we still protected.
What if we escorted Silver through an alternative route?
In, let's say, our own wagon.
Is that a problem?
No, I have absolutely zero problem with that.
We lost our Zugthar.
Yeah.
He did. He went to the bathroom.
To be fair, he probably gave this plan.
Yeah, last time he was just like, the king.
Yeah, he was completely loyal, would not betray, and I'm like, okay. That's why I'm like, he's kind of the linchpin of if we actually do something or not.
Do we piss off the immortal undead skeleton or not?
No, it piss off the immortal undead skeleton, and the immortal never sword is alive construct.
To be fair, I think we know which one wins.
Me.
Yes.
Given the roles that he's given recently, yes.
I
You
mean,
probably would win.
Yeah, probably. Right now, I am rocking 4 out of my 5 spell slots.
Oh, you used a spell already with the dice?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyway, I guess we'll just what does everybody else want to do here? Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is it until the wagon leaves with the silver?
I'm assuming you guys can have this. Literally, it was like you had all day to shop, so you guys can take as much time as you want to discuss this among yourselves. There's not a time pressure to wrap up today.
So, is the wagon going to leave like tonight, tomorrow?
Probably.
Wait, we're going to leave in the middle of the night? That's great. Like, I have to talk to Rolf about that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's stupid. He's human and he can't see that well at night.
Exactly.
This is a bad decision.
I would be. It'd be terrible if someone were to, take the silver in the middle of the night as we're traveling. We should be leaving. Like the silver should be leaving in the morning.
Unless that's
I
the
mean-
plan on their part.
Oh yeah. Welcome back, Athos. Just fill you in. So our plan is we're going to deliver the silver all on our own.
I mean, we didn't explicitly say that.
It was heavily implied.
Sugthar is seemingly on board with this.
This pleases Sugthar.
Sugthar doesn't trust a human as far as he can throw them. And trust me, he's thrown several quite far.
But you at least could trust me to be deceptive.
I can trust you to be a liar. So yes, I trust you more than a liar not telling the truth.
Boom. Better than a lot of people.
Okay, so we've had a lot of discussion here. What are we going to do?
That's what I was trying to do too.
Well, since everyone's on board, I want to tell Rolf and Davin that we should be leaving in the morning. And then tonight, we actually, we make sure that all of our supplies and provisions are actually set up correctly and inspect the wagons, et cetera, and then in the dead of night tonight, actually move the silver into our wagon and head off.
So you're assuming that this shipment of silver, regardless how large it is A, unguarded.
Shugal does know that every single person which has attempted to get inside of this warehouse has simply vanished.
Yeah, I heavily suggest that we try and set up a trap, if anything. Or
Yeah, I would
set
say
up damsel in distress plus traps.
if you wanted to do something of this nature, if you do convince them to leave in the morn, that we should make traps along the road, the route that it's going to take.
I'm totally cool with that as well. And so the warehouse, people just disappear in it?
None have made it back.
Well, that's ominous.
So let's not walk in it.
But what if
As a matter of fact, the silver is haunted, I swear.
I mean, like, from your description.
What's it going to do? Turn us into undead?
Ha! Nice.
Wow.
Can't hurt somebody.
So we already know like the lay of the land essentially, and like that we are going right along the road because it's a fucking heavy wagon. Can we like get a map to start setting up shit?
Oh, that was a wrong thing. Oh, well, nope, that was the right thing. So you guys are trying to go up to yonder way. You're trying to get to Ulsgrad. It's going to be your first destination along your trip. It's about 25 miles away. And yeah, it's a packed road between there and here.
I'll be honest, guys. Let's see I kind of want to see how far this goes first.
Like, see how many are actually on this adventure before we try and take over.
Let's get a feel for the strength of what we're dealing with, then do something.
Then backstep.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of just leaving in the middle of the night, but yeah, I'm on board with like
this night.
So can we not be the bad guys, but still set up traps to essentially test the strength?
I mean, you still have to convince them not to leave tonight. Like, otherwise, we're still leaving tonight.
I mean, we could still try and convince.
But that's what I mean. You haven't done so yet, so therefore, the plan you're currently making doesn't work.
So we should probably know explicitly what their plan is.
So that we can plan our plan around the plan they're planning around our plan.
Yes.
Yes. All according to plan. So yeah, we're
We're
gonna go
recording
check,
all of this, right?
Yep.
For Nicole. Okay. I guess are we all in agreement to go talk to Rolf and company?
Which I assume is hopefully way before immediate leaving time. But yeah, sure, let's go talk.
Affirmative.
Yep.
I mean, we kind of did actually already agree to leave. We didn't discuss the when initially.
I was trying to
told
get the
us when
plot
they're
to
leaving.
move.
I'm fine letting everyone sit around here bicker about the plan. This is great. Most
Yeah,
entertaining thing.
Was it the most irritating thing this game so far, John?
We've had how many sessions, and we have even yet to leave the first town.
We had trouble
mind.
getting. Forget that. We had trouble getting out of the first inn.
Yeah,
We did.
that is very true.
Can we go into any hole and
That's
we
why I'm
almost
saying.
die?
Let's just freaking leave at night, and we'll just gauge the strength of what we're dealing with as we go. Odds are they're not going to kill us immediately.
Just
Well.
gradually.
Only my soul
Sure.
is currently dying right now.
You can feel yourself decaying every little bit.
Okay, so do you guys want to go early to this thing? Do you want to go back to the inn? Where are we going?
I guess go early and wait for Rolf and company to show up and talk to him.
Yep.
So we
Okay.
stand there like jackasses and find out they don't come until we leave.
No. They're definitely there. There's some royal guards standing outside of the warehouse that you guys make your way up to over yonder way. No. Rolf is definitely there, as is Gavin. They
Okay.
greet you with a odd look and say, "You're all early. Find everything you need shopping."
Yes. We made some money, got some money. It was a good time.
He's glad to hear it was a productive day of the market. You guys are all ready to leave this evening, right?
Yeah, about that. Why are we leaving in the middle of the night?
Rolf points
In
out
the dark?
Points out the town says it's a very diverse group of not necessarily the most reputable types here. We don't want to be moving a bunch of silver ore in the middle of the broad daylight.
Yeah, so you're all humans too. So how do you plan on leaving without making a big ol' parade of lights in the dark?
He almost pulls out a torch. It's nighttime. You need light to see.
Right. But as soon as you make a trail of lights, people are gonna notice.
People don't notice when they're sleeping.
It's not the people that are sleeping we're worried about.
Well, then what are you worried about? He's very confused at this. You've been hired to guard the payload. You don't get to dictate the schedule.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's actually a good point.
But we are
Yeah.
trying to check your logic here. Like, have you really thought this through?
That's the words of a wise man once told me, "Not my fucking job." Let's go.
Roll an insight, Zara.
Oh, and now I actually need to open up my character sheet again.
That's what a second monitor is great for. Character sheet's always open.
Oh, you said insight?
Insight, correct. Make sure it's blind.
How do you open your character sheet without the token?
Hit the arrow that looks like a pop-out arrow while you have it pulled up. It will turn into a separate tab.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I closed mine, so how do I get back?
Go to the third icon on the right, and then double-click your character.
Zara, what was your question again? I'll make sure I answer this correctly.
I believe I said, I'm just trying to make sure, have you thought things through all the way?
He nods affirmatively and says, "We have everything taken care of. Don't you worry. This will be an uneventful trip, probably run into a couple of wild boar or something, and then a couple of weeks from now, you'll be in the capital, whining and dining on the rest of this coin. He pulls out and shakes the bag.
I roll insight on that. That sounded like bullshit.
Yeah, I was like, what? Do I like hear bullshit because I rolled insight?
He seems to be telling you the truth. Saggy, roll insight if you want to know. No, he seems to be giving you the honest truth here.
All right.
He says we've had
Well,
way too many problems leaving towns in the middle of the day. We're gonna do it this way. We've been doing it this way for years. It'll be fine. Trust us. He points back to the 3 large draft horses with the 3 large wagons, each of them with a large pile of kind of off tint. I don't actually know what silver ore looks like.
I think it's black.
Yeah, I believe it's. Well, I don't know.
No, not necessarily.
Actually, it's kind of like almost silverishly tinged with a little bit of brown here and there. Yeah. Just know we depart at sundown.
I'll go with it. And also, I want to look at the car. Is the silver loose, rocky kind of? Bowling ball size. Okay.
So we're right outside of the warehouse. Can I just do a perception check and look around, like what the hell's right around this warehouse where people keep disappearing again? Especially with getting so close to the time.
You wouldn't need to do a perception check. There are a lot of guards roaming around inside the warehouse around those their wagons.
Oh wait, we're inside of it?
No, you can see inside of it though.
Oh.
Yeah, the umpteen elite guards guarding the extremely large piles of raw silver. Probably good reason why people go missing.
Wait, if there's so many elite guards here, why are we here?
Moral
Especially
support.
if the silver's not going anymore because the fucking mine is shut?
No. The mine shut down, getting the last shipment from there. They wanted more ore. You're bringing what's left to the capital.
Okay.
That being said, it's good questions, Are.
I ask that to, I guess, Rolf?
Rolf very quickly ushers the lot of you out of the warehouse. He
A lot of us and a lot of guards.
No, the guards stay inside.
Because we weren't in it.
He quickly tells you that he has suspicions of traitors among the king's men. He couldn't trust the royal guard. One of them is plotting against him, and he knows it.
Is my bullshit detector actually working this time?
I don't know. Roll it. Tell me.
Investigation or insight?
Investigation is more like exploring things. This is actual insight thing.
Okay.
You're trying to tell if he is literally straight up lying to you. He's not telling you the whole truth. Once again, this man is weaving lies with truths.
Can I also roll an insight?
Go for it.
Robot beep boops.
Robot, he is weaving lies with truth. It's not completely bullshitting you, and not everything he said was a lie, but something in there just clearly isn't adding up. He seems very nervous that you are asking about it.
So I walk back over to him And I draw him in closer to the group, and I say, "You're not telling us the whole truth. Why are you lying to us?"
No, he's hired robot.
I'm only hired to protect the payload, but these other people here with me, they are smart. They know what they're talking about.
I
Are
am
you smart enough to make sure the money's not going to go into the wrong hands?
So, oh yeah.
Yeah, you literally said what I was gonna say if you didn't say it.
He says, well, they're smart. Why are they trying to ask me tricky questions and suggest we change the plan at the last second, robot? Are you sure your new friends are trustable, honorable people?
I don't know. You've been lying to us this whole time, so I would be asking the same of you.
He admits he's lying to you. It's not his job to tell you the truth.
So it's just a matter of if we believe you or not. We will see where things go.
It's a matter of if you all want the money, because if you don't want in on this, he's pretty sure he can find an alternative means of getting this silver to the capital. You all seem to be a little bit kind of shaking in the boots right now.
I have not seen any other adventurers approach you for any time, not to mention we fixed the silver mine issue. So I think you have no way of bluffing us out of this situation. All I ask is you be truthful with us.
Rolf says, well, in that case, I don't think your services will be needed any longer, party.
And I step in. Whoa. Like, come on. You've known the robot as well. We will do the job. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, robot. And we'll leave on your orders, sir.
Just be here at sundown. Yeah. And Gavin closed the door to the warehouse, and you hear a locking mechanism click over.
Oh god, that was close. Listen, robot. I 100% agree with you, and I applaud you, and if anything, I love you for what you've just tried to do. But don't be afraid. If he ends up screwing us, we will make sure the payload gets delivered in whatever prerogative you've got. Plus, he's carrying a big sack of platinum. So at worst case scenario, he tries to stab us in the back, and we get a lot more money than we thought.
Wait, didn't he just basically say the group is fired, so therefore SAG Robot's contract to the company is done?
Yeah, this gets really confusing very quick.
No,
Yep.
he threatened that.
No, he
Although-
did.
Wouldn't the robot have been happy? Like, I'm out.
I mean, technically, by what he just said, I'm free.
I leave that completely to your interpretation of what the requirements of severance would need to be. Okay, guys, we are at time. You guys have had basically 2 major successful role-playing encounters today. So that's 900 XP to the party. That's 180 per person.
Woo. And Shogald and I got a little bit extra money.
What did we start out with? I tried doing math on the line and it put 0.
Hold on.
I'm at 695.
I think it was 515, and then we went up 180 to 695.
Yeah, put it back to 515. So go to the line, hit escape, and then just type plus 180 and hit enter. Oops, I'm gonna reset it on you. Yeah, try it again. There you go. So hold on. Okay, now blank it out and hit plus 180 again.
Oh, okay. So you actually it looks like you override your thing, but when you
Override
just do
exactly. So yeah, you should have a total of 695.
Yeah, it was just weird. Like, I tried to do the plus earlier, but I didn't like. I tried to put it next to it, and it's like I have no idea what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it seems you'd think it would work that way, but
Huh, okay. I mean, can we keep role playing?
if you guys want, does anyone want to wrap up? Are we against a hard time? I can continue going. I have further content. I just want to respect people's clock.
Let's just stick to the timing.
Yep.
Okay.
But I actually one little bit of role playing is I would just suggest Zara to take a look at the statue again.
I mean, I don't want to piss off Marshu yet.
All right. Well, I will at least let you know out of character and everything. Those merchants were me and Shugald.
How did I not notice that?
Because I used my natural one roll to make sure that you couldn't tell.
How did you guys get this dragon figure?
There was a lot that like, hey, I need a moment to look at something. Was them furiously DMing me.
And here's the funny thing is when you said like, oh, I had someone send me a question. I heard Sean typing, so I looked at it. I was like, what did you do?
Just beating him
God
with a
damn it.
shoe. Bad.
Loud keyboards giving away shit.
Anyway, I did notice it was very valuable, so I will look at it further. Maybe, I don't know, did we want to do that later? Oh, did you want to do Czar stuff?
Oh, whoops.
Ah, damn it.
Well, just
Try
click on the button.
Yeah, he didn't have to select his public role first.
Oh.
It's weird as I didn't either.
Oh, I think actually I had that embedded to be a public role.
role.
Yeah, no matter what.
Oh.
Okay, so that puts Sagi at 124 story points, Fairleth at 123, Artemis at 115, Athos at a commanding 24, and Slavok at a second to last place 51. So, Sagi, do you wish to be the story czar for next week?
Yeah, I will be the story czar for next week.
124 points goes down the drain.
Woo!
You're the next contestant on The Price is question mark.
Oh,
Pricey.
yeah.
So
And the
you know
story is
the
question
game
mark?
is rigged.
And just so you also another thing, Lita,
Yes.
I said I used one of my spell slots. You also got hit with distort value.
Ah.
It was-
Wait, should you have even told me that?
No, he's
Well,
telling you
the
out of character.
Yeah, this is totally out of character. Just so that, you know, because I imagine Sean would have probably spilled the beans eventually anyway.
No, actually, I don't think he would have.
What a ninja.
Hiya! But also to share it with everyone else too, because it was super funny.
Because we saw Marshu getting money that we didn't think she needed.
Yeah, see, that's how you protect Marshu from getting conned. You just be the people conning her. It's fine.
I think this is brilliant because what it quickly shows is that I am totally, as DM, willing to dick Marshu over the moment anyone allows it. So Zara, protect her at your whim.
God
Protect
damn it,
her.
guys! I'm trying to get an army of kobolds here.
Oh,
I'm trying to help.
Yeah, we will definitely make sure these kobolds will be loyal to you and like totally in your debt because they will be in debt because of me. Zara,
Yeah.
Oh man, that was funny. It's just
Guys, thank you. That was I kind of wanted to combat to happen this session, but the role playing was too good, and the interaction with the characters and the sussing out of you learning things that you probably would have learned on the road was just two great opportunities. So I really had fun letting that just be a slower session. So thank you all for that. That was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, it's a nice mix up compared to like your other group. That my goodness, they have a hard on for running into stuff.
Oh god.
Wait,
it's like combat.
I
all the
haven't
time.
heard about the other group.
Oh god. So yeah, let me stop our recording.